you said, a send-off.
Well, it is what it is, yeah.
Do you think it warranted a send-off? I guess there was an argument to have been a CB, but...
Worked out in the end, but what was going through your mind in that moment?
It is what it is.
I was just like, oh no, I've let the boys down. Try and get up. And
he's okay. Yeah, he obviously feels he's let his team down, but those things happen in games. They happen really quick. I've played that position. I know how hard it is, and spur of the moment, it's wet out there. Things happen. Like I thought it was a courageous effort from our players. Like I'm heartbroken for them. Like the effort that they put in. They played with so much heart in that last 23 minutes, and New South Wales did a great job. They had to chase the points down, and they got them right at the death. But I'm super proud of our footy team. It was a tough night and a tough feeling, but I thought they played with plenty of spirit.
What about Selwyn Billy? That's arguably, you talk about the bravery, arguably probably one of the best games of his career. What did you make of him out there?
Yeah, I thought he was great. Yeah, I thought he was really good. Yeah.
Cam, what was the communication from Ashley with the send-off? Because it sounded like there was a bit of confusion between him and the bumpers, whether it would be a senior or a send-off.
Oh, look, it's like Billy talked about with the positioning, like spur of the moment kind of thing, bit of speed. Cole's not the slowest bloke in the game, he's probably one of the quickest, and KP's coming in to make a tackle. So it is what it is. I thought it might have been head on head with the split obviously on KP's ear, but the referee and the bunker saw it differently. So at the end of the day, that's the rules are rules, and unfortunately there's a bit of force to his head. So I'm not too sure. But me looking at it, I thought it was head on head, but ref's got to make a split decision, and we got on with it, and we fought our best, and fortunately it wasn't enough tonight.
What about your halves partner? 2 days ago you said to him to back yourself. Certainly did in that first half. What did you make of his first Origin appearance?
He was unreal for us. I think he had a handful of couple of try assists, putting Flegg away, nice little kick for Bobby. So yeah, Sammy was good in our first half, and unfortunately probably just didn't help him, and probably try to protect our lead instead of playing a bit of footy. When you have 12 men, it kind of takes a bit of gas out of you, and New South Wales shift the ball a fair bit, and unfortunately a couple of times Katoni was one-on-one with Capes, and he's not usually a centre, So yeah, at the end of the day, that's footy, and we shuffled our team, and I thought our boys were brave tonight. Went down to the wire, minute 30 left, and Tedesco ended up doing something freaky. So could have been a knock on. We could have grinded that game out and got the win. So unfortunately, that wasn't our game tonight. But like we've spoken about, we're beaten tonight, but we haven't lost yet.
Bill, when Cooler stripped away and you saw the initial collision, what went through your mind? How did you see it?
You've asked me how I saw it. I haven't got a problem with it. It's fine. I'm not going to make any noise about it. It is what it is. It's a game of footy. They're going to make decisions out there. They're the breaks. So, like I said, I was pretty proud of the footy team tonight.
Just on Sammy Walker, Billy, how did you see his performance? Some nice touches early.
Yeah, I thought he was great. The longer the week went on, the more I felt really confident that he'd play like that. He's a clever little player. He's tough. He dives into all the team things, but then he brings his game. He unlocks players, and we saw that tonight. So looking forward to him getting some more opportunities and playing some more footy at this level.
Billy went down 1-0 last year and came back to win the series. What are some lessons that you can draw from that experience? Well,
it's possible. It's happened in the last 2 years, hasn't it? From both sides. So, but at the end of the day, this is a new year. We've got to take some positives out of what we did tonight, and there was a lot. So we'll go back and review that. The biggest thing is picking ourselves up off the canvas, and the feeling that we have at the moment. It's natural to feel heartbroken and disappointed, but we won't be throwing the baby out with the bathwater.
It's obviously still pretty fresh, but do you think you'll look to make any changes for game 2?
Not at this stage, no.
Bill, it's the first Origin with the 6-man bench.
Yeah.
Did your interchange go as planned? Did that kind of go as planned, or was it just based off how the...
Well, we had someone sent off, so that's far from as planned. We had to shift the back row out into the centres, and we had to rotate our middle quite heavily. So when things like that happen in the game, it's far from planned, yeah.
Before you spoke on the positives, what were you most proud of your boys out there in particular?
Yeah, the heart and spirit that they fought with. 23 minutes in a State of Origin game. with 12 men, they fought hard, and you could see that they were just holding on in stages, and like Cam said, like one moment at the end of the game, it could be a different story, but it's not. No, this is the journey we've been put on. These are the cards we've been dealt, and we'll be playing that hand. So, yes, I'm really proud. I'm sure all Queenslanders are proud of their footy team right now. We went down on the scoreboard, but I think Queensland will be proud of their side.
What's your message to the Marrons fans out there tonight?
Just said it. I just said it. This is the journey we've been put on. It's going to hurt. All of Queenslanders will hurt, but this is the journey we've been put on, and we'll pick ourselves up off the canvas.
Money, you've got to go to Melbourne, your home city. I don't think anyone in this team has ever won an Origin game at the MCG. I imagine you hope that Melbourne will get behind the Marines.
To be fair, I've been born in Rockhampton, but I live in Melbourne now. Yeah, cramping up. We had the opportunity like that we did in Perth last year. We've been pumped a fair few times in Perth and never had a great record. So we spoke about this last time after game one. I think we're a lot more developed in our game than we were last year in game one. So yeah, we can take some steps forward in that. But at the end of the day, we got to make sure we're not throwing the toys out of the cot. We got to knuckle down and bite on the mouth guard next week. Next game in Melbourne, because they're going to get better, and we need to get better. Always that first game is always blowing the cobwebs out. So they're going to improve their game, and we need to do that if we want to be making it 1-1 and going to the decider and Brizzy.
Do you look at that game and think the way that you played for the first 57 minutes, if you'd stayed on course, that you would have won that game comfortably?
I don't know if we would have won the game comfortably. I guess we had the game in the balance. We were definitely in front. It took a minute 30 for them to score, a freaky try from Teddy with 12 men. So just shows the heart that we got in our team and our defence mindset at the moment. Look, we can get better in attack for sure, but when those things happen in games, you just got to, find a way. And we found a way until about the last minute, we just probably switched off that last minute and it hurt. So yeah, we're all hurting at the moment, but yeah, we need to improve if we want to get any better and making sure it's a decider and Busy.
How much hope though does that give you? Money that you, like you keep mentioning, you're into the final minute. How much hope does that give you that you can go down, break that hoodoo at the MCG?
I've got a lot of belief in this team, a lot of belief in Billy and our coaching staff in this group. So there's nothing more with that. We got beaten by a better team tonight. But they just played a little bit better in that last 20 minutes. We were probably the best team for the last for the first 60. So it's just one of those things. We just gotta somehow find a way. And unfortunately, we couldn't do that tonight. So we can find a way in Melbourne, but we just got to make sure we build our game and get our game on. And if we can do that, it'll give us every chance to win.
Billy, if Caelan's ruled out for a couple of weeks, is that Reece straight back into the team?
A lot of ifs. If that happened, a lot of ifs at the moment, aren't there? So we'll just put one foot in front of the other. We'll pick ourselves up tonight. We had 5 guys or 4 guys, debut for Queensland tonight. They didn't get the feeling that they wanted in the dressing room. So hopefully we can give them that in the future. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You done? Yep.
never in doubt, was it?
At half time, we didn't play well in the first half at all. Never really gave ourselves a chance. Very happy, obviously, with the second half. But, yeah, we just made too many errors out of yardage, put ourselves under pressure, could do a lot of defending, and then all of a sudden you get fatigued. So, in Queensland, shot out to a lead. But I just so happy with the boys. They showed fight, and that's what you want to see.
That was kind of led by Ethan, wasn't it? Some of his runs, and to say he was on debut, gets a try to get you back in the game. He was pretty exceptional.
Yeah, I thought all our guys actually lifted, and they needed to. Yeah, it's like Origin's all about fight, isn't it? You know, it's you're never going to get too many opportunities to put on plays that look good, which you might do in the NRL. It's about fight, and it's about hunger, and it's about having a crack.
Laurie, what was your emotion when Teddy catches it, bobbles it, gets it down?
Well, obviously excited. And then they said, it's got to go to the video referee to be confirmed. So then you start to worry. And then they're hooked up so they can listen. So they're going, they're checking front on, and then you're sort of starting to doubt that it's going to be a try. And then as soon as it's awarded, your emotions are everywhere.
Isaiah, 3 years ago in a grand final, we saw Nathan run to that same end, kick 40-20, score a try, lead Penrith to a famous comeback victory. History repeats tonight. Does it dispel the narrative, and has his clubmate and Origin teammate just how proud of you of what he did tonight in that second half?
Yeah, well, I don't buy into the narrative at all anyways, but he's just thought the moments tonight he won. So 40-20 is massive, chasing points, comes up with a try there, and it was just a calm head. He attacked the game, and I feel like he's done that in so many big games before, so it feels like it's not new for me. But yeah, I love to see him own those moments, and I thought he was outstanding tonight. When we needed him most, he stepped up and provided for us. So yeah, super stoked for him. He's I don't agree with some of the stuff that gets said, obviously, but there's no bigger fan than me.
Is that what you wanted to see from him, well, especially with Mitch ruled out him to take the game by the scruff of the neck and take control?
Yeah, not that I wanted to see it, but I'm like Yowie. I just get disappointed with the narrative that is driven. He's a champion. Still got a lot of footy left to play, and it was reminiscent of the grand final, he was phenomenal for us.
Send-off, obviously a huge turning point in the contest. What did you make of it?
I'd rather not say.
Hey, Lozzie, obviously you're excited at the dressing rooms right now, but with all due respects, we did win game one last year when I say New South Wales. So it's important to just pull back a bit and keep our heads to the state.
I think it'll be easier Bulldog given our performance, because I thought last year game one we actually played really good, but tonight I don't think we played anywhere near what we're capable of doing. So that probably puts us in a better frame of mind when we waltz back into camp in game two.
You have some nice headaches too, weren't you, with selections? Because you have some
Sorry,
nice
mate,
headaches.
honestly, I've got me.
Have you got your hearing aid in?
No. I've got it blocked here.
Turn it up.
So I can't hear properly.
I'll talk to this here.
Yeah.
You got some nice selection headaches, for want of a better term, haven't you, with players potentially coming back and the plugs that came in obviously did exceptionally well. Yeah,
I mean the guys that played tonight were exceptional. So you know what Origin's like. You just never know who's available. So you just got to make sure you've got the right people and they're playing well.
Yep. Mitchell Moses is healthy. Does he come straight back in, or does Ethan keep that 6 jumper?
If Mitch I think Mitch, he's a big part of our team. Yeah, no, he's a big part of our team, Mitch. So, Hemi, it's not a bad Hemi either. We expect him to play, and if he plays, he'll be a part of the squad for sure.
You made some big selection calls before the game. Obviously, bench, very agile bench, and then you brought Matt Burton on the last minute of the game. What was, I guess, the thought process there, bringing Burton on 1 minute ago? he ended up being on when he scored the try, but then also Casey McLean got a run, and
Yeah.
a bunch of guys he didn't expect to get a run tonight.
Yeah, and you're right, because they probably weren't in the plans, both of those guys, to be fair. But it gives you that ability. We only used 2 players, so it gave us a bit more flexibility in the second half to decide who the 2 out of the 4 were going to be. And then Casey was outstanding in his debut. And then Birdo, we just went, well, we needed points, and we either thought we'd get it from his running game, an opportunity through his running game, maybe to cause a line break or take a defender away from Nathan or something like that. But he also had a weapon with the ball in the air. So if we needed it, we could put it in the air and challenge and see. But in the end, it was Nathan who kicked it, and Teddy came down with a magical play.
You mentioned Teddy, that was probably one of the bigger calls focused on, Jordan Edwards missing out for Teddy to come in. Do you feel a bit vindicated now seeing the performance Teddy put in? It was like, back to his 2019.
Yeah, no, I don't feel vindicated, because I know that Dylan would have been outstanding. It was a really hard call, actually, because Dill is playing really well for Penrith, and Teddy's playing well for the Roosters. So it was just a gut feel that we thought that was the way we were going to go. And Dill's still got a massive role to play at Origin when he gets another opportunity. So, it's just one of those things. We went with Teddy, and he played well for us tonight.
At that moment when Teddy scored the try, were you part of the big blue mass? Just take us through, your feelings at that time, particularly for Teddy.
Well, super stoked for him, obviously, but just one of those moments on a footy field that I think you look back on fondly. I understand it's game 1, but you certainly want to live in the moment, and it's just nice to Jag win like that in the Origin arena where things weren't going right for us in the first half. It was our own doing, and they were playing well, Queensland, but to sort of be able to sort of scrap and fight your way back into the contest, and then it's an easy one to sort of get so close and think you've done enough, whereas it's probably we had a couple of players there. Obviously Nathan was outstanding in those moments, then Teddy to come up, the champion player he is, to come up in that moment there and seal it for us. So look, just super stoked for him, but just super stoked for the not just the players but the staff. There's so much goes into it, so it's you certainly job's not done, but you enjoy the moment for sure.
Do you think that's your best win as a Blue, best climax?
Well, it's game 1, so I'd much prefer that in the decider or something like that. But no, look, it is. You enjoy moments like that because it was a tough contest out there. They had all the running in the first half, and then you get a little bit of luck in the second half, and just feel like we had players that just attacked it. So super stoked for the players and some of the performances there. It's certainly a really special night for the Blues supporters.
How much more special does it make it by the fact that they came down here last year and got you guys at home in the decider? Does it feel like a bit of, I suppose, revenge there?
No, not
really.
Yeah, it's not. There's so much difference to each series, so it's a hard one. But I think you sort of you don't worry about what's happened. Like we obviously spoke about and discussed in January, February, things we needed to learn. But then ultimately we've got new players. We have 6 debutants tonight, so they don't have to worry about that. Like they just worry about playing your best game. So I think it's on the leaders there to make sure you learn the lessons there. But yeah, I don't know. Just really happy for the win.
Laurie, before you touched on Casey McLean, do you now look to try fit him in your starting side? He was quite an immense part of that team in the second half.
No, is the short answer. He was great, but I think this group can be a lot better. And I was happy with everyone, the way they fought. They're talented players, so we felt like we picked the right team. So I haven't lost faith in anyone. So yeah.
How's Tolu? Is he?
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. He obviously copped one. And I thought he was brilliant tonight as well. So I'm really happy that we didn't play well, but we fought. And I would have been happy. Would have been not devastated, but even if we didn't win, I would have taken a lot out of it because they fought till the death, and that's what you want in particular when you're down, because you can give it up quite easily and you can let the scoreline affect your performance. But it didn't happen. So I was wrapped with that.
What about Amole, Loz? Is that right? We saw him come off there looking a bit sore and sorry.
Yeah, I spoke to him after the game and he said that he just cramped. He said he went to pick up a ball and his whole body cramped. So tough conditions, obviously, and you know, he was good for us when he was out there.
So you've watched Casey's development at Penrith up and close. Can I ask, I think just turned 20 a few weeks ago. Given he's come into an environment where he probably didn't expect to play and he nailed those moments late in the game, just how far can he go? Not just at this arena, but career-wise.
Yeah, I don't want to put pressure on him, but like he doesn't give you much either, so you won't get much from him. But the sky's the limit, and you showed that tonight. It's a tough position. You're sort of 19th man, probably thinking you're not going to get on. All of a sudden you get thrown into it, and that could overall a lot of people, not just a 20-year-old, but 30-year-olds could struggle in that environment. Whereas he attacked it. His first touch was a contested catch, running into the ball. So that would have given him a hell of a lot of confidence. But the sky's the limit for him. You don't want to put pressure on him because he's still young and he's still got to see all those things. But I just thought the way he attacked the game, that can be a tough environment for someone to go into, and I was just super proud with how he attacked it. Regardless of the outcomes on it, he was chasing after the game. So, super stoked for him.
In the second half, where you realised that the comeback was on and you guys were a genuine chance of running over the top of them?
I just felt we were starting to get a little bit of momentum. Obviously, the send-off was big, but I just felt we were starting to just gain a little bit of momentum over that little period. And then, like I touched on, there's some players that come up with some big moments there, and so we just felt like we were pretty good in the aspect of we weren't losing our heads. Like we were moving the ball, but then off the back of that, we'd try and play through them. Like we weren't just going shot for shot. And then, ultimately, some players come up with some really big plays. So, I like that fact that we were sort of able to stay as calm as we could in the chaos, where things certainly weren't going right for us in the first half. That was our own doing, but to stay sort of present, that was nice.
Did you think it was a send-off?
Your bias says I think it's a send-off. We've been on that side of it as well before. It was a couple of years ago here as well. So, I don't know. It's bias. Yeah.
It's a big call, though. Are you hoping it doesn't overshadow what you guys do?
It won't overshadow.
Well, it won't overshadow internally. Like we're so proud of how we're able to sort of stay with that. So it won't overshadow the group we've got in there.
No.
So
no. I think if you look through Origin history, there's always been moments, and there's always been wins like that. You take them.
You said you enjoyed in the box, Loz, the ups and downs of that one.
I don't know how coaches do it full time. I don't know how they do it week in, week out. Thank you.